Hello out there in Twitchland. It is 10:30 on the clock. It is Wednesday, so that means we're going to be messing around with some Starfinder on Fantasy Grounds. Last week, we did a lot of prep work getting ready for the session. Our Sunday night session had to be canceled for personal reasons, so we're going to be don't have to do a whole lot of that this week. Um, so that means we can be focusing a lot on coding. Um, those of you who've been watching know that I've been coding a lot of stuff for my players. So that's what we're going to be focusing on today. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you for stopping by. You can see my other Starfinder videos, and you can also join us on Sunday nights at 5:30 Pacific time in the evening. We go to 8, so a couple, 2.5 hours, um, and you can see what's going on. You can also catch up and look for the live play. We're probably going to be switching to Unity. That's where I'm looking at Fantasy Grounds Unity. I'm looking to switch my Starfinder game to that. But the nice thing is everything that I'm doing now with the coding and stuff is all still valid in Unity. So I am not wasting my time. All right, so last time we worked on Fievel, who's our Yosoki soldier. So I'm going to keep working on him, and we'll see what we need to do for our coding with him. All right, so what I mean by coding is in the combat tracker, you can make codes for during a fight or just anytime. And a lot of what I do is just a reminder to the players and me as the GM. So here, for example, you have Ace Pilot -5 DC culture checks regarding starships. So that actually doesn't do anything um, besides exist and remind me that, hey, he's here. Same thing with the DR9, damage reduction of 9 kinetic. That's not actually a code. Um, there are actions that I've coded in here that actually do stuff. So, for example, the DR9 kinetic, if I forget as Dungeon Master and I do damage to him, I can say, hey, I forgot, go ahead and apply your damage reduction. So all he does is he goes in here and he clicks this button, drags it to himself, and it heals him for 9 stamina points. Um, and you can easily switch that to hit points if he's down into his hit points. So a lot of what he has here is just reminder text. So these are all of his feats: damage resistance, opening volley, far shot, deadly aim. I have a couple in the spells as well, because before they made changes, this didn't exist. You couldn't make this on the action page. So you had to do it by spell actions, which is what you have to do in D&D. You code them as a spell and then stick them under your actions. But the difference is you can change this. There's a section over here in D&D, so you can make it say action or elven racial trait. You can change those. This one you can't. But I have it listed here as sniper stuff. All right, so we did clean up some of his stuff. He had a lot of extra grenades because he's a grenadier. He can fashion grenades as a soldier. Tasty Coke Zero. Looking for a sponsor, Coke? I've got the your ad right there. I'll be happy to take some free Coke Zero. Just putting it out there. I live right by a Coke plant, so I can actually just come over there and pick it up. Just send me the word. Make it very easy for you. All right, so let's focus. Accelerated Recovery 7. You could code this. It's basically what it means is with Starfinder, you have stamina and you have hit points. So if you think of it like a boxing match, stamina, when you get hit, it takes away from your stamina points. And when you take a break, quick in between rounds, you go back to your corner, splash some water in your face, catch your breath, and you get some of that stamina back. You're renewed and refreshed. Then you go in there, trading blows. Somebody hits you in the mouth, and it splits your lip. It's bleeding a little bit. You go back to your corner. You feel better. You got more energy back, but that cut's still there. And so that's hit points in Starfinder. Use up all your stamina first, then you dip into hit points. You can take a quick 10-minute rest and get all your stamina back. But your hit points come back very slowly. You get, when you take a long rest, when you sleep at night, 8 hours, you get 1 hit point per level plus your con modifier. So right now these guys are level 9, so she has 62 hit points. She's hurt. She only gets 9 hit points plus her con mod back when she sleeps at night. So it takes a lot longer for hit points to come back in Starfinder than in any other game that I played. Now, having said that, his accelerated recovery gives him twice as much hit points when he takes an 8-hour rest, and when he's trying to get over things like diseases and poisons and stuff, which are rough, really rough in Starfinder. It counts as if an 8 hours is counts as a full day of rest. So it makes it really nice for him. He has an accelerated recovery. So like I said, you could code that, but all it does is add 7 hit points, or 9 hit points rather. So I'm just going to, I don't know why the 7 is there. It shouldn't be 7. So I'm just going to go ahead and leave it. There's no point in going through all the work. It would be more work to find it in his actions page, open it up, click a button, than it would be just to change the number. So barricade. So barricade, I am going to go ahead and code because it gives him a bonus to, excuse me, to his armor class. It gives him cover. So what it means is, as a move action, instead of moving, he can build a little barricade. Wow, excuse me, out of random stuff around him. And this provides him cover from that one direction that things are shooting him from. Partial cover against attacks with line of effect that pass through it. So partial cover is 2, -2 to his armor, +2 to his armor class, depending on how you look at it. So once the creature or a creature to it is hit by an attack, the barricade collapses. Okay. In 1d4 rounds. All right. Okay, so do I have anything on here at all about the barricades? So if you click a little winged foot, opens up all of the conditions you have on effects. So I don't have anything about the barricade here. So that's fine. We're going to go to actions. Barricade is a feat. So we will add it to his feats. So under here, open up the magnifying glass. We're going to add one. We will then call it barricade. Double click over here or click over here to open up the description. And it is barricade. Short description is move, action, builds, barricade. And then what I do is I open this up with clicking the piezo symbol. And what this does is it, instead of having to, he's like, what does barricade do again? I don't remember. Instead of having to go back to his abilities page, find it, click it, open it up, it's all right here. He just clicks the piezo symbol and it tells him what it does. So in this case, the source is a feat. It is a combat feat. And then just gonna throw all this stuff in there. Copy and paste it into here. And then there's a couple things like this we don't care about. For more information, well, I'll leave that in here. Let's see. All right, so everything in here is pertinent to some degree, so we're just gonna leave that there. Close it. Boom. Okay, so now comes the fun part, actually coding in what it does. So what it is it adds 2 to his armor class. We come over here to add ability action. We add, this is going to be a condition, in effect. So first of all, down here it is self. And this is the duration. So the duration, once it gets hit, it's 1d4 rounds. So for now, we're just going to leave it there forever until it does actually get hit. So I like to say what it is. So for example, if I just put armor class 2 on his in his combat tracker, and then we have to end the game and start pick it back up next week, he's got armor class 2 there. We're like, why? How did he get this? What is this for? This lets you know, hey, this is what it's for. All right, and so now it just simply AC colon 2. You don't have to put the plus in there. And I'm almost positive that will work. Notice here it says self. You can just click right on that button to change it to a target. So let's give it a shot and see if it works. We're going to go to boom. All right, now we will open this boy up. Happen to have a little bad guy running around. So if he attacks him now with his attack, it says versus 23 defense. Fievel has defensive effects +2. That's what we wanted. And just to show you, see, so it says barricade, armor class 2. So when it goes away, here's a trick. If he's going to be using this a lot, and you can just click it here to make it turn it off. So when you actually read it, it doesn't show. but it is still there if you click the effects, and then he can just turn it back on when it's on and turn it off when it's gone. The one confusing part about this is I, as the DM, added that to him right now. So he cannot toggle that off. So I just had to remind him as the player, you add it, so then he can then change it anytime he wants from off to on to off. Anyway, let's go ahead and prove, make sure that this works. I took it off, so it's not there anymore. The bad guy attacks him. Attack is 14, automatic miss because he rolled a 1, so it doesn't tell us the specifics. We'll have him shoot again. Here we go. So hit versus 21 defense. So here's 23, here's 21 because he was behind the barricade that he built. All right, so we've got his barricade ready to go. All right, so yeah, got some good stuff. Yep, this one gives him a -2 to his attack, +4 damage if he hits. Is that damage correct? Take a -2 penalty to your rolls if you do these attack deal damage equal to half your BAB. Okay, that's why. Okay. Yeah, his basic attack bonus right now is 9, so it's 4. It's half. Nice. Okay, so just going to minimize him because we may need to use him again. If you right click on the sheet, up here says minimize or close. So we're going to minimize it, turns him into this, and then whenever I want to use him, I just click it, left click it, and it'll open it up. You can do that with images. You can do that story entries, and they all have different symbols as to, so it makes it nice. Minimize it, boom, that's what the picture looks like. Story entry. So you can also just stop and hover over it and it'll tell you what it is. All right, going back to his abilities. So recovery, barricade, deadly aim is done. Enhanced resistance is done. Far shot, opening volley, sorry, but those are done. I'm gonna verify far shot was done. Yes, it was. Slippery shooter is not. So let's see. I don't think that needs to be coded though. Let's see. Oops. Abilities. I have it over here already. Slippery shooter +3. So it's to his armor class versus attack of opportunity when making a ranged attack. So when you are standing next to somebody in Starfinder, you're adjacent to them. They're swinging a sword at you. It's a lot harder to shoot them with your gun when they're trying to stab you in the face. My camera's being weird. Let me fix that. Nope. Okay, let me fix it one more time. Hello, hello. Okay. All right, I'm there. All right, guys. Sorry about that. So yeah, when you're standing next to somebody, you don't want them to, and they're trying to shoot you and stab you in the face. Shooting them with a gun can be a little hard, so they get an attack of opportunity on you. If you're bringing up a rifle and they're going, eh. So he, as a sniper, took this feat because he's a slippery shooter. He can shoot them in the face, and if they do try to attack him, he gets +3 to his armor class. So it's pretty cool. But again, let's see. This is very specific. So I could make a code to where okay, you're about to get attacked. He clicks it and it adds it to him. But because of the style of play and stuff that we do, it's just easier for me to simply just put it in the modifier, put -3 in the modifier when he gets attacked. There we go. Okay, so slippery shooter is done. So everything in this feats are done. Yay. Proficiencies we don't have to worry about. Racial traits we don't have to worry about. What is Moxie again? Moxie, I think, has to do with being in 0G. No, that's what no grav is. All right, let's see. So no grav gives him a bonus. Oh no, this is just his racial trait. When we built him, he had a +4 to his dex and a - to his con. So as you can see, his dex is 19. It's pretty cool. When they hit level 10, it'll go up to 20. All right, another racial trait for Scrounger. He gets +2 to all those. All right, so Moxie can stand from a prone action. No penalty from being off kilter. And he can tumble through the space of one side larger than himself. Okay, so I think I even have this in here. Moxie? I do have Moxie. Okay. Should just look there. Okay. Yep. Moxie is done. So racial traits are all done. These 3 are done. Lone Wolf. I don't see it in his thing. Let's see what it does. Oh, I just put as Ace Pilot. I didn't put it as Lone Wolf. I put it as Ace Pilot. Okay. So I think I'm going to add a little bit to his Ace Pilot effects. Let's see. I think that's here because when he turns level 6, he gets another bonus. So -5 DC culture checks. Culture. Starship checks. Semicolon. And then he can use piloting you can use half your ranks in piloting for that skill. So for example, he has 8 ranks in piloting. He has 4 in engineering, 7 in computers. So he has 0 in life science. So if he needed to do a life science check, for example, he could do 4, add 4 to it. Honestly, in his particular case, his computers is higher than 4, his engineering is 4. So I'm not going to mess with this right now. Besides making it a little smaller, I'm not going to worry about it. So we'll leave it the way it is. Go to spells. I'm going to go ahead and replace it on his combat sheet because we made it a little shorter. All right, so now we get to his class abilities. Let's see what we've got to work with here. Most of these should be done. We'll check it out. All right, weapon specialization. He has all these specializations. He's good. Sniper's aim. So again, I'm going to throw this open. Let's see. Sniper's aim I have. All right. Sharpshooter. He is a sharpshooter. That's just his style technique. Or his fighting style, I mean. Grenade expert. Bombard. Primary style focus fire. Is this something we need to worry about? And every 4 levels after you gain a technique. Oh, okay. Oh, focus fire was the first one that he got at level 5. So focus fire is here. Click, okay. So we'll come back to that. Powerful explosive is here, +5 radius to explosives. Intense focus. I don't see coded. Grenade expert. I don't see powerful explosive. Bullet barrage. Again, we're going to get to that up here. Focus fire. I already took out, didn't I? Yes. Alright, so these are all the feats, which we don't have to worry about because they're over here. We already took care of those. So bullet barrage and bombard. A bombard is just his fighting style, so we don't have to code that. All right, yeah, so this is a quick aside. It has nothing to do with Starfinder, but we have a game called Smash Up. It's a card game, and my wife just put all these little, glued all the different covers from all the different expansions and such, because this is just a card box. So you see we have the card box with all the cards in it for the game, and so now it's all fancy. It's all fancy. We got a fancy top now. Very cool. All right, getting back. Focus. So Bombard is just his style. We don't have to worry about that. So now let's see. What do these things do? Bullet Barrage gain +1 damage for weapons in a projectile category. Increases by 1 for every 4 levels you have. That I don't think I did. He's now 9, so he should have a +2. So let's just double check that. That's not something you have to code besides looking at this. So coil rifle uses what? Projectile, okay. So let's make sure We go to open, damage. All right, so he has weapon specialization, which gives him +1 per base attack bonus. I mean, 1 per level with this weapon. So that's +9. And then his bullet barrage gives him a +2 for every 4 levels. So it's 11. All right, so that's correct. Grenade. Scattergun. Let's see. Is this projectile? It is a projectile, so this one is wrong. So he should have 11. Screamer grenade. Okay. Easy enough. Intense focus. When you make a ranged attack against a creature, you can spend 1 resolve to negate its armor class from cover and reduce its concealment by 1 category from total concealment to concealment or from concealment to no concealment. This benefit applies to all ranged attacks you make against that target this round. You can't use intense focus more than once per round, nor can you use it against an enemy with total cover. Okay, so the answer to this question is no. This is not coded. All right, so this is not a feat. This is a character. This is a class feature. So let's go with making a new one. This is going to be soldier. Soldier boy. So here we click this until it gets to soldier. So the class level is 9. RP is full, but right now, current result point, yep. Because we just changed this, it won't reset yet. Right now, we're going to just have the 1 for now, and we're going to change that later. So the base DC, the ability for his soldier is Dex. You can either be Strength or Dex in Starfinder. So he chose Dex, which makes a whole lot of sense as a little mouse man. He's still pretty strong. He's still 14, but definitely got a better Dex. So that now this whole section is set up. Click the magnifying glass, get rid of it. So now this is going to be intense focus. Click it over here to open this up. Open this with the piezo symbol, and then we just copy and paste from here. Source. Sharpshooter. Check it and see. Class. Soldier. Feature. He gets this at level 1. All right, so now we slap this puppy in here. Oops, open it up first so we can copy and paste it. Close. All right, so now this is built. This is ready for him to open it from here. I'm going to say use RP because use is smaller than spend. Resolve point. versus cover or concealment. So the difference is if you are ducking behind a barricade, you have cover, partial cover usually. Um, if you're got your back to a wall and you're sticking your head out and shooting and it's coming back in, you have cover. If somebody throws down a smoke grenade, you have concealment. If you go invisibility and use invisible, you have concealment. And the difference is mechanically, cover adds to your armor class. Concealment means you have a percent chance to miss. So I'm ducking behind my little desk. I take somebody comes into my office. I flip over my desk. I duck behind it. I have partial cover. Or if I'm ducking behind it, I have cover. Um, then I shoot out the lights. It's now dark. They do not have dark vision, so I have concealment. He shoots at me. I get a +4 to my armor class. Mechanically, cover gives you AC bonus. So +4 to my armor class. He hits. Because I am in concealment, he then rolls a percentile. Because I have total concealment, he has a 50% chance of missing me. So he rolls 60, which means he misses me. So that's the difference between concealment and cover. Cover is a mechanical addition, a number addition, numerical addition to your armor class. Sorry it took me so long to say that. Concealment gives you a percentile chance of being missed completely. So, but cool thing is with this intense focus that my sniper has, he can cut both of those significantly. He can ignore both of those because he's such a good sniper. He has such intense focus. All right, so now I want to put this on here so that he knows he is now level 9. He has never used this. Looking back, there may not have been a whole lot of chances for him to use it, but he never has. So what I'm going to do is just put this right here and as a reminder in the combat tracker. So to do that, you go here to right click, add ability action. This isn't an effect. This is self. I'm just going to put in here, open this up. It's never going to go away, etc., etc. Drag and drop, and then it is intense focus. And then we apply it. Click, there we go. So now it is in his intense focus, use RP versus cover or concealment. So as he's reading through his laundry list of things here, he can look and see, okay, wait a minute. Yeah. As a sniper, he is really good at hitting things with a ranged weapon. He still likes to run up and throw things. Hit things with his fists and his little mace he has, but he should be all about the sniper. Okay, intense focus. We are done. Focus fire. Again, I don't see focus fire here. When you make a full attack with a weapon, ranged weapon, he has a -3 instead of -4 as long as they are the same creature. All right, so that, let's see, can I change? All right, so let's take a look at this. I don't think I can change full attack. Full attack bonus. Okay, you can. Okay, so he has a single full attack bonus +1. So why isn't it showing up? So the way it works is with a full attack, you get a -4 to hit. With what I just read, he gets a -3 with his full attack bonus. Um, with his coil rifle. Oh, there it is. So if you look at this, this is 11. Full attack bonus is 7. 14, only 13. I mean, only 3 less. This is 4 less. Perfect. So this is correct. Scattergun. Let's see. This is not correct. So because it is a rifle, it is a range attack. He gets +1. Okay, so that one is easy enough. That's done. Don't have to put it. So let's see. You can increase the range increment of your thrown grenades by 5 times your strength bonus. His strength bonus is 3, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe 2. Just you're able to salvage. Okay, so we know about making a grenade. I don't know about increasing the range increment of his grenades by 5. Times the strength bonus. So its strength bonus is 2, so it's 5 times, so 10. So that's easy enough to do. Let's go into actions. The range is actually 30. All right. Okay, so he's done. I can now, with assurance, say everything on his abilities page is now coded the way it should be. Yay. So Fivel is finished. Feel free to leave comments on Fantasy Grounds. I mean, in YouTube down below. Make which I'll be able to read later. Also, stop by Wednesdays and ask questions if you want to know how to code things, what the how to do certain things in Starfinder. If you're looking especially as a game master, it can get a little wacky sometimes with Starfinder. There's a lot you can do now. They've made a lot of changes. D&D 5e was their baby for a long time, their big moneymaker and everything. And the person they had working on Starfinder actually uh, ended up going to the hospital and getting sick, severely sick. Um, and so they had no one to work on Starfinder. Then they did the Kickstarter for Unity and were able to generate some money and bring on another person to pick up Starfinder again. So over the last 6 months, especially, they have made huge leaps and bounds forward with Starfinder. The starship combat now is amazing. The companions is phenomenal how they do the companions in this um, in Fantasy Grounds. Um, so there's a lot you can learn, a lot you can do. Um, there is a little bit of a learning curve. Once you've done it once or twice, then it's nice and smooth. Um, Starship combat has always been a little bit of a bane in people's existence. I love it, and I enjoy it. And like I said, with the changes they've made, it's really good. So if you have questions about any of those type of things, let me know. So 5 volt we know for sure is done. Zerail and Serena are at least 90% done, if not completely done. So let's check out Nosy. I would say she's a good 80% done, if not more. Let's look at her actions page. So she has tip of the tongue, which I don't have over here. Mystic Strike, Steel Life, Healing Channel, Lap Link, Theme Knowledge. Okay, so it looks like a lot of this has been coded, maybe not coded to the best way. There's not a lot of information here. Let's check it out and see what we're doing here. Spells should be just spells. Let's see. Mystic level 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So while I'm doing, by the way, just left clicking in this grayness, and that collapses everything. All right, so as a Mystic Healer, I added this Healing Touch. Oh, she's level 9, isn't she? She is. Ooh, I made a mistake. 5 times class level. Okay, so why is this showing her as... Let's see. Class level is 8. That's why. So this is under the spells. Like I said, I had to do it this way back in the day because you couldn't add the actions. Now, I might just redo this and just delete this completely on her actions, because this shows her class level and it changes as she levels up. Is that what Healing Channel is? No. All right, so yeah, this is all coded correctly. Steel Life should be coded correctly. It is. It's an attack that does damage. I didn't code the healing just because that is based on the amount of damage you do. So it's there's no real way to code that. All right, so let's go to her abilities then, shall we? Improved initiative, we don't need to worry about. Medical expert, Mystic Strike, toughness. Okay. So there's no need or reason to way to really code this besides just as a reminder. So I'm not going to worry about this. It looks like Nosy might be done. So let's go ahead and show you how to do that then. Show you how to switch it from her spells to her actions. Um, so what we're referring to here is, as a mystic, all mystics have healing touch. You get it at level 1 mystic no matter what connection you have. During your short rest, you can heal an ally up to 5 hit points per level. That's it. So, if you go into actions, I have mystic and feats. I don't like having them both together. I shouldn't have done that. But it is what it is. So I'm going to go ahead and make 5. We'll add another one here. This is Healing Touch. Again, click this, open it up. Supernatural ability. If I can type, wow. All right, and heal 5/level /day. 5 per level per day. So what is it? It is a mystic. Source. It is a class source. So I'll go ahead and put mystic because it's the same thing. And it is level 1. All right, so this is, now we know what it does. Now let's actually do it. So here we change this to 1. So it has a little dot now. So when they use it, they can just click that dot to indicate they've used it. You go right click, add ability. This is a heal. So now the heal is there. You go to open up the magnifying glass. We do plus. So it is 5. All right, so this is class level. Here we just put hold on a second. This is go through all the different totals here. Oops. So we need 5 times class level. There it is. So let's see. 5. Gonna even these out. Okay, so here we go. 5 times class level. Sorry, that was so confusing. As you can see, you can put the character traits, strength, dex, whatever. So if the spell said 2 times your wisdom, you would put the wisdom in there. So there is no bonus. It's just straight 5 times class level. close it. So now all he does is she just drags it to whoever she's healing. They will heal. Again, we talked about hit points and stamina points earlier. This is only hit points. It does not heal stamina points. There are very few things that actually heal stamina in this game because, so you see now she has that. All it takes is a 10-minute rest and you get them all back. So there's not a lot of things that heal stamina, but you do need to make sure that it says what it is. All right, so she's done. And I'm going to go to spells and I'm going to get rid of this completely down here. Trash it. All right, so actually communalism, I don't think she's ever used. Yes, no, she has never used communalism. So this is a racial trait. My time's almost up, guys, but that's all right. Stick with me just a couple minutes longer. Make sure she has that +2 bonus to her, yes, culture and diplomacy, yep. All right, so going to actions again. All right, so this is a racial trait. So we're going to put it under miscellaneous. Make it a second section. This is called communalism. Click over here. Reroll. Attack or skill check. Switch this over to preparation in order to change this to 1. Now it has a little dot. Open it up. So the source, this is a racial trait. So the source is race, is she is a Sheeran. It's not a class, it's a feature, it's a racial trait. No level involved. So she, again, has never used this feature. There are just so many different things in Starfinder. Really cool if you're like me and are really nerdy, and then you study your character and you reread and reread and reread and pound it in your face over and over so that you know what's going on. But not everybody's like me, so this is one of the reasons we're doing it this way. So there is no way to, or need really, to code this as an active, something that actually does something. But we do want to put this as a reminder. So we will then right click, add ability, add an effect. This is self, or you can change it here. And we're going to click and drag this here, and we're going to put communalism. Add it, boom, she has it. So yeah, we've been playing a year and a half. She's level 9, actually closer to 2.5 years. She's never used that feat ever. As a Sheeran. Okay. All right, so we do have the rest of the stuff. Tip of the tongue is there, and the other things is there. All right. So she's done. Um, my other players should be finished as well. You can see Serena has a bunch of cool stuff. Um, Zerail has some stuff. I will double check, make sure probably next week it's what we'll do is look at Zerail, let you know what's going on with the, um, if we need to, we can look at and do some little more prep. They're in the House of Renewal. Here's my guy. Don't need him again, so we'll close him. All right. Well, again, thank you for hanging out with me. As Click and Clack say from Car Talk, you've successfully used up another hour with me. Um, if you're like me watching this on YouTube, I watch them at faster speeds, 1.25 or 1.5, and hope you learned a lot on how to code some of these things and how to get them ready for your character to be used. Um, I've I have if you look at my character sheets, I have a soldier, a mystic, a Solarian, and an operative, and then a second mystic. These have two different. She's a healer. She's a star shaman. All their stuff is coded. All their actions, trick attack and all those things, are really well done. If you have questions on any of that, let me know. I do see here I need to fix 5 on Serena. So hers, if you look here, if you're looking for a base attack bonus, it is hidden a little bit. It's here. She has a +7. Damage reduction is 7. This actually doesn't do anything except populate this. But their damage reduction is 9. Kinetic. Who knows, that might change one day, but right now it doesn't do anything except remind you here, so here it is. Anyway, here we go. So my point is I know how to code all these things. I'm not perfect. I mean, I have all the answers, but I have a lot of them. I've been doing this for a while, and as they've been updating and changing and making this even better, it's been becoming more and more easy and smooth. I love Starfinder. Anyway, I'm rambling. Thank you, and please enjoy the rest of your day.